a busy week, and I have a lot of stuff in between my life, work, everything in order to get this bike also put together. Got parts here, still got to do some measurements, so figured we're going to at least get this tidied up so we can get our figurations for everything else lined up on this brake caliper job on the front. So lottery wheels, Dunlop tires, flat track, we got Owens 652 black conventional forks, triple T's by 30 racing, just all different parts meshing together in order to get this front end properly set up. Doing this brake job has all different configurations on measurements and trying to get this to work. So the last one I had a caliper rotor on here, and the rotor sat for a while. I thought it was going to work, kept things going back and forth. It looks awesome, it fits, but I wasn't quite satisfied with the overall look. I'm matching my rear brake setup, which is by Willwood, and long story on how I got that set up, but I'm kind of stuck with that for right now in the rear, and I want something a little more universal that I can work with. So I went with the Brembo rotors. I think these look a lot better. They flow. The carrier that holds the actual rotor itself is anodized to match the Lauer Racing wheels, and I feel like you could see more of the rotor. Caliper rotors were just, they're loud, they were aggressive, they look like they're gonna bite, but it just didn't really flow with what I was looking for. So that's why you're seeing right now this Brembo rotor on here. Now we're essentially going all Brembo with our calipers. So we have our P4s left and rights here, and this is, I think I'm holding the right now. So this is the right-hand side. I got all the hardware that Lauer Racing hooked it up for getting our custom brackets that we talked about last time. We have a left and a right in particular. This would be the left that they consider fork here on when you're sitting on the bike, right, if you're looking at it. Been looking at it this side for so long, I assume it's just the right. But when you put this on, we gotta make sure that we are on the right side because there is a differential on the right or the left-hand fork here. So they've already adapted for that space. We have the nuts and bolts, they also match with me, which is sweet. So all custom to make sure that these go with my caliper. And everything is pretty much standard thread pitch on most of everything I've touched for this bike. And now we're back to metric. I don't have any metric bolts that are grade 8, but these are nice bolts. They're stainless, little bulky, so I'm probably gonna go back on these, but at least I can get everything mounted to where we can see what it's gonna look like. Make sure it all fits. All right, so let's get the caliper and bracket on here, and fingers crossed, we are good to go. Still blows my mind that for some reason Owens and no one else really out there has a bracket for something to match another wheel, or a common for any type of rotor, for a super bike or a Triumph or anything, Harley even, and that they don't have this to match up to any type of bracket. But anyways, that's why we had to have Lowry make this and get this matched up here. Goes in smooth. Another one lined up. I'm not putting any thread locker on right now because I'm still deciding on making sure that everything is going to fit properly. So I think I'm going to also get some different bolts just to have a nice cleaner look. These will work for now. Okay, so there's our bracket mounted. This is our left side of the bike here when you're sitting on it, and it has the spacing to match with our wider or more receded fork tube setting on this side. A new left-handed caliper. These are CNC milled P4s. It should slide. There we go. Right up into there. I want to check too with all this. We gotta check spacing, make sure they're even. All right, so far so well on the other side. Now we do the left side here. Mount that up. Just as much luck. This one here. When it comes to Brembo and calipers, these P4s are like the workhorse for them. And I don't think I mentioned the specs, but if you're ever wondering, that the pistons on these, this one's a 30 mil and this is a 32 mil. So you have two 32s and then two 30s on the rear. It just gives it that unique looking design that's kind of like synonymous with a lot of like Brembos on motorcycles that I've seen throughout the years, like the 90s and the 2000s, that they've been kind of like a picked on for Ducati, from Yamaha, all these different ones, or have been upgraded to this one for a lot of those brands, the direct fit. But wondering why and who and what, this is a little more information on the P4s. All right, so this should slide right in. Onto the master cylinder, trying to map this out on just trying to figure out the calipers to match the application of what we're doing, and now to figure out what we're going to do for master cylinder. A lot of different options out there. One, you got to figure out what's the right sizing for the millimeter piston that you need to have inside of a master cylinder. You take the geometry of your piston, you multiply it and then divide it and then put it to the square root, and then you get this number, and then that number will give you the piston size. Well, luckily, staying with the same family with Brembo's stuff, you can just ask them. Say, hey, I'm running both of this, single of this, what do you suggest? And bam, they give you that. Now, if you're trying to squeeze every last dollar you have and you want to go with a little bit something cheaper, just I guess be out of the box, then go that other way and you can kind of get yourself into another master cylinder that's unrelated to the brand that you have. But there's a whole thing on there. I looked it up. A lot of math you got to do. So in this one, I end up going with a 19 millimeter. This is probably overdoing a little bit, but I went back and forth because there's a 17 millimeter. There's a lot of arguments between, you got to go all these sport bike forums and figure out the differences, and a lot of people say there's no difference. Some people say yes, some people say no, but there is quite a bit of difference. So if we ran a 17, which is kind of the recommendation for what we have, when I say kind of, because we are running two of the P4s. And I said in the beginning, there's a 30 millimeter and a 32 millimeter. It's actually a 30 millimeter on one side and a 34 millimeter on the other side of the piston. So one big, one small. And then so we have two 34s, two 30s across the whole front end. Now, where it recommends is, it keeps now pointing, since we have dual, is the 19 millimeter piston. And that will give us more of a stiffer feel, or I should say like a, not like wood feel, but just it's gonna feel like it's there rather than pulling it in like how you normally would feel, and then it would come to a stop. So it should stop pretty well. Also, hopefully not scary well, where you are sliding your front end and then washing itself out. I don't think so. These, hopefully we'll figure that part out. But anyways, there's a lot of adjustments we could do, but knowing that this is going to be the right setup matched, we're good to go on that side. The other part I need to figure out was on the master cylinder is I didn't want to get away from our brake light switch down the road. We're trying to pre-plan all of this, and having a brake light switch was very important. Now you can run them through a banjo bolt like we have for the rear master, and then run your wire all the way up, but that looks messy. So luckily with Brembo, that their RCS line is essentially their top of the line master cylinders that include a brake light switch. So I went with a 19 millimeter RCS. The only one above this is the Corsicora on here, and the Corsicora has one extra adjustment that you can get, essentially 6 total adjustments. This gives us 3 adjustments. I really don't need the extra 3, and this one is actually a little bit smaller. The other one, if you're racing like track, like R6s and all those super bikes, that would be a little bit different, and we're not doing Moto GP. We're doing flat track, but I also want something that's going to operate very nicely so we can do it on the road at least. So this, obviously there's our lever, got our adjustment points here, and we can go a little bit up and down on the other side there. There's the whole body, back, nice Brembo lettering there, and our mounting for our master cylinder. We're going to that part here, but this whole deal, very nice. Obviously it's Brembo, so you expect the best when you purchase them, because they make sure that they are very proud of that name when you purchase this. And I'm stoked to get on here. Hopefully everything does line up well so we can get it rolling and make sure that it fits correctly. All right, so there's that. And probably won't be getting this for a while, but there's our pre-master cylinder brake light switch right there. Comes with the banjo bolt and all. Sweet. And it's one of those that requires that you do not have to, not required to have to go off a banjo bolt. It goes right into that body of the master cylinder. Pretty cool. All right, so real nice stuff. We're gonna get this mocked up and we'll figure out the master cylinder. There's a lot of more pieces we gotta go with this, but let's get this on. This may or may not be a problem. So the Motion Pro cables run obviously this way, and if it was Harley, they would come down here, be out of the way. So let's see if we can hopefully get this in the right spot. Just enough. So our master cylinder is going to be coming off of here. That's for our bleeder, our brake line, just to make sure we got clearance. We got our housing switches here. And hopefully, let's see. This is also 7/8 bars. Pre-plan that ahead. There we go. Perfect. Slides right into that slot like it's meant to be there. Maybe they planned that. All right, so that's good. We'll get this by hand first, and then we'll tighten this down. Tight up against the body. The first round, that seems about right. Of course, after we actually ride the bike, we'll do some more adjustments. Do a lot of adjustments, figuring out what a lot of stuff goes and what's not gonna work. There we go. Cool, that's gonna hold there. Don't wanna drop that. Actually looked better than I imagined. I thought it was gonna be a little bit too bulky or the color was just gonna kind of throw off maybe the top, but that perfectly matches across. I like it. Dual caliper and rotor setup. Stoked how everything just went smooth. Company to work with, everything just awesome. That fit is good. Our master cylinder went smoother getting it mounted. I thought I was gonna have to actually fight it, but that went well. Now I gotta map out, I'm gonna do the brake lines. Gotta figure out now that we got our fixed parts, gotta figure out our loose parts or hoses, where we're gonna map them. They're 2 long hoses, maybe a T. I'm still deciding and making sure it matches with the Brembo setup. And the reason I went with the whole thing again is to make sure that everything just fluently goes and hydraulically moves like it should without any less of what is in these parts. So for now, guys, that about wraps me in this one. I would greatly appreciate if you could hit that subscribe button, tap that like, press the notification, leave a comment below and tell me what you think. For those who have already subscribed, thank you as always. Stay free. I'll catch you guys later. Peace.